자, 오후 6시가 조금 넘었는데 밥 먹기 전에 영어로 제일 필요한 책을 좀 무제한 좀 읽겠습니다. 제가 이제 이런 공부하는 내용을 스피킹 컴퍼니를 하나 만들어서 유료로 전환할 생각을 지금 하고 있고, 제 유튜브에 이제 광고가 올라갈 겁니다. Speak to win. How to present to it power in any situation. The president had never heard of me and was reluctant to bring in someone he didn't know for a meeting that was so important. Nonetheless, she convinced him that I would be a good choice. Write it down, make it happen, knowing what you want and getting it. We have figured out how to combine fun with hard work. The 2,548 best things anybody ever said. Reagan is proof that there is life after death. The 100 simple secrets of great relationship. What scientists have learned and how you can use it. They decided to attack the problem of their relationship being on cruise control. Masters of Scale. Surprising truths from the world's most successful entrepreneurs. How do I want to be remembered in this crisis? Brian's main piece of advice for those adapting to a crisis: focus on your core principle. The attractor, the factor. Now, what would be even better than one you selected? How chapter the lie, getting smarter about visual information. Unfortunately, they are wrong. Now, discover your strengths. They have too little futuristic talent. Why people fail, the 16 obstacles to success and how you can overcome them. They may not talk about it. They may even try to hide it, but it is there nonetheless. The one thing. The surprisingly simple truth behind the extraordinary results. The begging bowl remained empty. Brain rules, 12 principles for surviving and thriving at work, home, and school. Exercise improves cognition. Stress changes the way we learn. Most of us have no idea what's really going on inside our heads. Digital minimalism, choosing a focused life in a noisy world. This combination of abundant free time and commitment to intentional living makes this group an ideal source of insight into effective leisure. Living successfully with screwed up people. The purpose of confrontation is to confront the problem. When you avoid controls of the you. I can live without music. I don't think I physically could live without music because it's the thing that allows me to feel normal. Everybody comes from the same source. If you hate another human being, you are hating part of yourself. Children's Human Body Encyclopedia discover the answers to questions such as, how does my heart pump? Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% the perspiration. Your best year yet. A natural outcome is that you started to ask yourself such a question as, how am I going to help my son? Mismeasuring our lives, why GDP doesn't add up. The specific feature of the subjective measures of quality of life discussed here is that what people report about their own condition has no obvious objective counterpart. We can compare perceived and actual inflation, for example, but only respondents can provide information on their own subjective states and values. The zigzag principles, the goal-setting strategy that will revolutionize your business and your life. The road to success is never a straight line. Rock-solid principles, so simple that you will read this book wondering how you could have missed seeing truths that are so obvious. Those people who no longer qualified for mortgages needed places to live and were happy to live in our rentals. Eat, move, sleep. How small choices lead to big changes. If you see a packaged food or drink claiming to be healthy on the surface, study all the ingredients in more detail. Reinvention. How to make the rest of your life the best of your life. A guide for anyone looking for success, fulfillment, and a fresh start. Build your case. If you want an increase, you must ask for it. You incorporated the art of selling yourself. Make yourself uncomfortable. As athlete learns that you need to burn to grow, make yourself uncomfortable. You can have an amazing life in just 60 days. Some of the most inspired geniuses, such as Leonardo da Vinci and the Hildegard of Bingen, excelled in many areas. So using them as my example, I set out to understand and master many fields. Win the key principles to take your business from ordinary to extraordinary. But the minute you fold your arms, the receptivity of your audience dies. How to lead. Wisdom from the world's greatest CEOs, founders, and game changers. In his spare time, Tony has been involved with writing or editing more than 1,100 scholarly articles and several textbooks, and in the process has become one of the most cited authorities of the entire medical profession. Surviving the storm. Investment strategies that help you maximize profit and control risk during the coming economic winter. Today, those same workers are mature, established, and their cost is known and predictable. Popular proverbs and saying. Over 1,500 proverbs and sayings with 10,000 illustrative citations. Our country, right or wrong. A true patriot supports his country even when it is wrong. The 5 a.m. miracle. Dominate your day before breakfast. Make time for fun. In the end, the simplicity wins. Unplug every day. 365 ways to log up and live better. Take a calligraphy class and practice the art of letter writing. Grit, the power of passion and perseverance. Longitudinal research indicates that the benefits are measurable across a decade or more. The easiest thing in the world to be is you. The most difficult thing to be is what other people want you to be. Don't let them put you in that position. Impossible is not a fact. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world. They've been given that to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. You can heal your life. No matter how or where you begin, you will eventually create the method best for you. Resilience. The answer is resilience. And why do some people have the ability to bounce back from tough times, to be stronger than before? People need joy quite as much as clothing. Some of them need it far the more. All is well. I have everything I need not now. Management tips. Stop working and have fun. Find the problems you enjoy solving. Again, you may not always have a choice, but try to seek out projects you find interesting and are passionate about. Make luck happen. Create the effective, consistently lucky person who practices leadership through structured problem solving. The Department of Substantive Leadership requires the following definition. A leader is a person who takes the initiative in solving problems faced by a person having a community of interest. Attention management. Break free from the myths of time management. How to create success and gain productivity every day. Action step. Learn more about how to manage your attention through workflow management at morasomers.com. What I learned on the way to the top. Your mind acts on when you feed it. The 100 simple secrets of the best half of life. Make your second half the best half. After enough time in a field, you become an expert. Inner wisdom, meditation for the heart and the soul. I visualize all my limitations falling away one by one until I'm safe, healed, and whole. 1,000 words of the wisdom. There is always room for discovery. How to create a culture of excellence. Designing high-performance jobs. What really works. For more on our methodology, see the sidebar, the Evergreen Project, our research. Born reading. This is the handbook you've been looking for. After battling with your child over going to sleep for a few years, you will understand why a kid might wonder this. reveals 10 secrets that can transform your life. Whatever the question, love is the answer. Becoming the boss, new rules for the next generation of leaders. The issue of being real-life friends with the people you manage is tricky enough. What a wonderful way to uplift yourself. Join an exercise class. Not one in my life has contributed more to my movement down the path of expanded consciousness and greater awareness than Alan Cohen. How we learn the surprising truth about when, where, and why it happens. As a result, their labs looked less like labs than your grandfather's garage. How to build self-discipline, resist temptation, and reach your long-term goals. Quite contrary, you'd find the joy in accomplishing your goals despite others. Like they say, the best revenge is living well. Smart Talk, the public speaker's guide to success in every situation. And they don't have to resort to malicious manipulation to get it. Kill the company and the status quo, start an innovation revolution. It would require increased levels of creativity and collaboration, as well as high emotional intelligence and well-developed communication skills. Empty nesters, one-on-one stories about surviving and thriving when the kids leave home. Overstuffed. Every increased possession loads us with a new weariness. One-on-one American English proverbs. It never works. You are never too old to learn. A person can learn at any age. Avoid retirement and stay alive. Why do we so willingly change from being alive and vibrant to deadly dull? Speaking. If you think speaking before others is hopelessly difficult or even scary, open this book and think again. Then write some observation about each one. Economic indicators, hidden clues to future economic trends and investment opportunities. Why is it important? Most economic indicators tell a story about what has already happened in the economy. Why do so many incompetent men become leaders and how to fix it? Women had the same number of contacts as men. They spent as much time with senior leadership, and they allocated their time similarly to men in the same role. Black box thinking. Why most people never learn from their mistake, but some do. He did not leave a letter or any explanation for his action. Life Strategies 14. How accurate are these tapes for the here and now? Parents give up too easily. Morning edition. Mastering reading and language skill with the newspapers. But peace was not so gentle. How to be brilliant at public speaking, any audience, any situation. And this is a point you'll want to note down, reiterating key points. Break away from manipulative relationship and regain control. Are you on easy mark? Who's pulling your string? How to break the cycle of manipulation and regain control of your life. Why men want sex and women need love. I have a positive attitude toward life and clear goals. I am ambitious. Release your brilliance. What do you fear? What are you running away from? Good advice for hard times. It is better to die on your feet than to live on the knees. Stop acting rich and start living like a real millionaire. I have a feeling that there is a much greater variation in the advertising themes associated with the makes of motor vehicles than there are real differences in product quality across various brands. Don't sweat the small stuff in love. In other words, you can do a lot of things wrong, make mistakes, and prove to be very human, as long as you remember to be grateful. Ruthless. You don't have to be ruthless to win. Clients and collaborators. One of our missions at Kaiser is to help our team learn the difference between selfless giving and the pleasing. Mastering Fear, a Navy SEAL's guide. Let the past be in the past, the future in the future, and engage in the present. Talk Incorporated, how trusted leaders use conversation to power their organization. Today, in one area after another, leaders at EMC enable and encourage employees to generate much of the content that makes up its organizational conversation. The Retirement Challenge, a non-financial guide from top retirement experts. As baby boomers continue to retire, an increasing number of people will be looking for what comes next and seeking meaning in this new chapter of life. Management in minutes. What can manage your communication skills? Almost every job advertisement for a managerial role lists good communication skills as essential. Public speaking. In this chapter, we'll focus on using an oral speaking style, using language strategically, and creating a speaking atmosphere. The average sentence is shorter in oral communication. Search inside yourself the unexpected path to achieving success and happiness and world peace. Here are instructions for the accurate self-assessment exercise. Here comes to everybody. Revolution doesn't happen when society adopts new technology. It happens when society adopts new behavior. This is the effect felt by media outlets challenged by mass amateurization. Rejected. Tales of the failed, dumped, and the cancelled. What better way to lure young, unsuspecting men to your apartment than under the guise of an interview? Make time. How to focus on what matters every day. You don't even have to think while you do it. There are apps to guide you through the moves. See markettimebook.com for recommendation. The Power Years, a user's guide for the rest of your life. achieve financial freedom, deepen your relationship, pursue your dreams. Let your savings keep growing. You are now working less, more on your own terms, and cheaply for fulfillment, but also to cover monthly living expenses. Wake up and live. This book will help you reach your goals and achieve success. If you are a creative worker, remember that time spent in finding an independent technique is seldom wasted. The Fearless Organization, creating a psychological safety in the workplace for learning, innovation, and growth. As you have seen in Chapter 7, a network of internal coaches can also be created to work with the individual and the teams to build and restore psychological safety, as was done at Google with the G2G network. The other 90%, how to unlock your vast untapped potential for leadership and the life. In many cases, the discomfort occurs at or near the trigger point. Decisive, how to make better choices in life and work. Over the next 18 months, RRTs was summoned about twice a week, and the most common reason was the one at the top of the card. A nurse was worried about a patient. Women are crazy, men are stupid. As much as it's great to have someone to share your happiest times with, there is also a comfort to knowing that you automatically have someone on your side when you face challenges as well. What to expect when you are expecting pizza? The body keeps the score, brain, mind, and body in the healing of trauma. I glimpsed a possible answer when I attended the founding conference of the United States Association for Body Psychotherapy in June 1994 at a small college in Beverly on the Rocky, Massachusetts coast. The power of one more, the ultimate guide to happiness and success. As a leader, your message needs to be targeted to the people you need. Coaching people, motivate the employees, decide when to provide the coaching. Suspicious mind, why we believe conspiracy theories, and yet opinions on the topic are far from limited to people with expertise in the relevant discipline. Empty planet, the shock of global population decline, an ambitious reimagining of our demographic future. And as we've already demonstrated, immigrants provided the bodies needed to drive consumption and to pay taxes for services consumed by those no longer working. Leadership secret. So, when you have a tough decision to make, consider the following. Decide if it's really your decision. Had someone passed the buck to avoid the decision themselves? Coach yourself to success. One-on-one tips from a personal coach for reaching your goals at work and in life. There was nothing wrong with his life. Do more greater work. Great work really does come in small packages. This little book is dynamo. Which of the three stories was the easiest to imagine? Which felt the most real? The science of mind, but always in a perfectly natural way. Under the hood, fire up and fine-tune your employee culture. One day, I get very credible confirmation that the hotel our people are staying at in Baghdad is a target because it's got communication equipment in there, and so get them out. This is the most powerful, persuasive, and practical book on becoming wealthy that you'll ever read. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind reveals the missing link between wanting success and achieving it. The most important thing, uncommon sense for the thoughtful investor. Rates on a short-term T-bills close to zero because of an extreme flight to the safety. You can be happy no matter what. 5 principles for keeping life in perspective. Think about yourself for a moment. Real age. Are you as young as you can be? Increase your vitality in mind and body. Life is largely shaped by the cycle of the day. The Idea Hunter. How to find the best ideas and make them happen. We picture her in a barn staring down at a horse's rump in search of ideas about women's skincare. Rump, rump. Designing your life. How to build a well-lived, joyful life. This is essential if the brainstorm is going to be high energy and generate a lot of ideas. Essential American idiom. Pay one's debt to society. To serve a sentence for a crime, usually in prison, pay one's debt to society. Mr. Brown paid his debt in state prison. Change your brain, change your body. Use your brain to get and keep the body you have always wanted. The numbers reveal that getting a good night's sleep is becoming little more than an elusive dream for many American dream. Better small talk. Talk to anyone. Avoid awkwardness. Generate deep conversation and make the real friends. Third, having a fixed destination in mind for your conversation make you too goal-oriented, and by definition, this means you are willfully ignoring everything else that happens in front of you. Models attract the women through the honesty. The bolder the action, the more vulnerability you show, and the more you polarize response. Perfect phrase for the meeting. To do that, I feel we are going to need to develop a realistic plan for topic at today's meeting. Outside the box. How globalization changed from moving stuff to spreading ideas, and unsurprisingly, rarely had the income they had claimed to have. The riches within. Your 7 secret treasures. This helps you compose your personal mission. Marketing made simple, a step-by-step story brand guide for any business. What product do you have that solve your customers' problems? Get motivated, overcome any obstacle, achieve any goal, and accelerate your success with the motivational DNA. The unexpected legacy of divorce. The 25-year landmark study. It means that forgiveness is possible and that it's never too late for parents and children to regain mutual love. Thank you, Power, making the science of gratitude work for you. As she rounded the curve past the abandoned bike, historical periods, geography, United States of America. Look at the map of the Oregon Trail below. Circle the following: the northern plate of the river. No rules are the rules. Netflix and the culture of reinvention. The problem was that until this moment, basically, no TV supported 4K. The vegetarian missed food justice and sustainability, and who were not going through any stressful events during the study. Success under stress. Powerful tools for staying calm, competent, and productive when the pressure's on. Then breathe out vigorously through your mouth, made it to stick. Why some ideas survive and others die. Research has suggested that mental rehearsal can prevent people from relapsing into bad habits such as smoking. Find out anything from anyone anytime. Secret of calculated questioning from a veteran interrogator, which described the hammering movement the dictator made to drive home a point. Inspiration for the young at heart. A new passions for music, ballroom dance, teaching, and even pole dancing. The power of self-confidence. Become unstoppable, irresistible, and unafraid in every area of your life. Yeah, in a way, how to be everything. A guide for those who don't know what they want to be when they grow up. Once we are no longer challenged, 10 commitments to your success. The other problem with holding myself to the standard of being exceptional and was that I often couldn't do it at all. Everything you need to succeed with your kitchen on wheels. Don't try to save a penny and end up losing $1. Children's Animal Encyclopedia. Discover our planet's amazing animals. Wading birds. Ingress wade through the swamp water on their long legs. Presentation secret. Expert advice to help you structure your presentation, build clear and attractive slide, and deliver with passion. When you are trying to compare too many things on one chart, punch fear in the face. Escape average. Do work that matters. Start. Don't be surprised by that. Don't be devastated by that. Don't think it's because you've failed to explain it the right way. Trying to win. How strategy really works. Yeah, into consumer and market knowledge. Aging well. In addition, facet of the process of creativity change with age. The personality code. Unlock the secret to understanding your boss, your colleagues, your friends, and yourself. At some level, we all want to look good and inflate our scores. A world without the work, technology, automation, and how we should respond. 4800, 40 years ago, amped up, leading for hypergrowth by raising expectation, increasing urgency, and elevating intensity. But second backup, would increment the storage footprint by only a few percentage points. The power of storytelling: captivate, convince, or convert an audience using stories from top CEOs. Just ask our shareholders, he says. Business plans for dummies take advantage of the latest technology and marketing trends. In a competitive marketplace, life coaching for dummies: empower yourself to life-changing decisions with competence. Here are some suggestions to consider if one of your whole life goals is to meet someone you can share your life path with. Check out your belief carefully. The new brand you, your new image make the sell for you. It might feel safe to be universally liked. Psychology for dummies: discover why you are who you are and why you act the way you do. Get comfy on the couch with tips for great mental health. Ever wonder exactly what psychologists do? 5-day weekend. Freedom to make your life and work rich with purpose. It's important to understand the difference between property value, cars, computers, etc., and the human life value, meaning your potential to produce. Stop white people like. When white people are unable to blame their parents for their problems, the winning attitudes: your key to personal success. Make these words a part of your vocabulary. I can, I will, expect the best. Sticker shock: the day you realize you are worth a million. Leveraging competence and success in the car business, sales, and life. Yeah, they are marketing themselves in some form or fashion. Goals: how to get everything you want faster than you ever thought possible. And it is with these mental obstacles that you must begin if you want to achieve everything that is possible for you. Exactly when you say the magic words for influence and impact. When you tell people what most people would do, their brain says, I'm most people. So perhaps that is what I should do too. Expert. Understanding the path to the mastery, but I had to recalibrate. How to learn anything quickly. Years of reliving this trauma may cause people to enter a state of stress. 2020, 20 great the list by 20 outstanding business thinkers. Don't pack ideas to death. From failure to success. Everyday habits and exercise to build mental resilience and turn failures into success. If you suffer from this problem, before you move on, you need to learn how to turn self-criticism into self-compassion. The quantum life. There is a better way to live. On a mentally clear day, you can see forever. Stepping up. How taking responsibility changes everything. There are no extraordinary people, only ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Whom am I to step up? Case interview secret. Comparing your data to something else is useful for establishing context and meaning. The brain, the story of you. In the same way, a physician can look for coughing and fever with pneumonia. Tiny habits. Tiny habits. Help people do what they already want to do. Your attitudes are the 101. Marriage, family, and the job. Our security and the status. New influences begin to affect our attitudes as we approach our mid-20s. Why men don't listen, and women can read the maps. If she has the average of 2.4 children, forced to break all the rules, what the world's greatest managers do differently. On the left-hand side of a blank sheet of paper, write down the names of the people who report to you in this descending order of productivity. Teaching by principles, an interactive approach to language pedagogy to point out the techniques toward specific objectives. Speak with competence, overcome self-doubt, communicate clearly, and inspire your audience. Here's how to use this system. The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire. The women, however, have already developed their masculine. Speak like a CEO. Speak like a CEO is practical, helpful, insight, and comforting. All CEOs should have a camera following them around for a week. Your $1 million dream. Turn your passion into profit. Really, as the first step, magnificent to the mind at any age. Treat the anxiety, depression, memory problems, ADD, and the insomnia. Natural ways to unleash your brain's maximum potential. This occurs at home with friends and at work. People buy you, the real secret to what matters most in business. You must exert a tremendous amount of self-discipline to manage every behavior. Acing the interview, how to ask and answer the question that will get you the job. Any question, any question about a person's native language or accent. Good product, bad product, essential elements to achieving superior quality. Not other mechanisms sufficiently understood to build a simulation. Ask more. The power of a question to open doors, uncover solution, and spark the change. She is a keen judge of character and a realist about what it takes to be a leader in academia. Blind spot. Why we fail to do what's right and what to do about it. Well written, stopped with intriguing research, and more than a little unnerving, this book will make readers reconsider some of their most entrenched beliefs. The resilience factor cast up harsh self-criticism and negative self-images. How resilient are you? How well do you react to unexpected challenges and conflicts? Crucial conversation. Tools for talking when stakes are high. Break the cycle. Are you fully charged? The 3 keys to energizing your work and life. Eat your way to a better day. The complete microbiotic diet. 7 steps to feel fabulous, look vibrant, and think clearly. To pay attention means to be there, mind, body, and spirit. with no separation in the moment you are doing these things. Survival kit for overseas living for Americans planning to live and work abroad. Yeah, many get their first real opportunity to experience the United States when they are sent there to attend the college. The promised land. I remember being rebutted by those protests and hugely inspired. The positive shift, mastering mindset to improve happiness, health, and longevity. We therefore now expect our cell phones not only to allow us to call people from the car, but also to take photos, read the newspapers, or buy books. Little Black Book, a toolkit for working women, project timing and deadlines. Winners always quit. 7 pretty good habits you can swap for really great results. Knowing when to say no is not a once in a while thing. It's a daily winning habit. Grow the pie. How great companies deliver both purpose and profit. Finally, policy involves far more than regulation and include other tools such as education, training, and funding research. The end of jobs. The end of big. How the internet makes David the new Goliath. You could even demand that online platforms serve you the news and ideas of people you may not agree with to add some variety to your information diet. The science of success, the secret to getting what you want. Having faith in health and applying it to yourself means having faith that you are healthy. And the first step in this is to claim that it is the truth. Mindset, the new psychology of success, how we co-learn to fulfill our potential, parenting, business, school, relationship. Those with the fixed mindset felt threatened and hostile after talking about even minor discrepancies in how they and their partner saw their relationship. Surviving the technological alteration of the modern mind. Key strategies for bridging the brain gap. Don't go it alone. Get off your butt. How to end self-sabotage and stand up for yourself. For now, you can just focus on reading the next chapter. Healthy Aging, a lifelong guide to your well-being. The other product listed in this section meet my specification for quality. Happiness is an inside job, practicing for a joyful life, tidying the mind, how mindfulness cultivate the wisdom. National Museum of Natural History. After sundown, a different crew of mammals runs the Amazonian rainforest. Excuse me, the survival guide to modern business etiquette, but today even they do not necessarily like to do so. We go together, but for me, Korea is home at least for 10 months for the past 4 years. Nice girls don't get the corner piece 101. Unconscious mistake women make that sabotage their career. Mistake number 1, working too hard. Brilliant presentation, what the best presenters know, do, and say. Or if we are honest, chaotics, The business of managing and marketing in the age of turbulence. The joint supply audits. The achievement habit. Stop wishing, start doing, and take command of your life. Always certain, often wrong. Secrets of the millionaire mind. Mastering the inner game of wealth. Long-term versus short-term. Poor people work to earn money to live today. Never eat alone. And the other secret to success. One relationship at a time. Motivated and mobilized by your simple but profound storytelling. Fearless. How to win your way in work and life. When you feel jealousy, born for this. How to find the work you are meant to do, typically without any formal business training. In short, this model is start quickly and with a low level of investment. The difference maker, making your attitudes your greatest asset. He died of mushroom poisoning too, she replied. One golden saying changing my life. Fear, the best way out is the through. The wealthy gardener. Lessons on prosperity between father and son. But their company's facts were false. I ended my association with the organization. Have a new husband by Friday. How to change behavior. Don't ask the why. Don't ask the why. Change is good. You go on the first. 21 ways to inspire change. Leading the charge, collecting the trash from the seat pockets. Strategy beyond the hockey stick. People, probabilities, and being moved to beat the odds. In our experience, how to click with the people, the secret to better relationship in business and the life is not really important. 13 secrets of world-class achievers. You are today where you are sought to take you. Marketing in the age of Google. Your online strategy is your business strategy. You give us a keyword. Cover letters for dummies. If you can't scrunch up a contract or any other scrunchie. What happy people know, how the new science of happiness can change your life for the better. This would be the hardest thing he'd ever done. Now discover your strengths, how to develop your talents and those of the people you manage. Not all of the praises in the same description apply to me and why. Eat the smarter. Use the power of food to reboot your metabolism, upgrade your brain, and transform your life. Here are some foods proven to support brain hygiene and boost your mental performance. what everybody is saying. As previously mentioned, the greater the demographic reversal, aging societies, waning inequality, and an inflation revival. The Phillips curve is defunct.